figure 8. Over, around, back into the hole, pull it tight. Overhand knot. Over, into the hole, pull it tight. Square knot. Right, over left, left, over right, bunt line. Stick your rope through a snap or something. Take your rope, go over, around, and then back through the existing hole like this. Make sure you leave yourself a little safety tail. It should slide. Snug it up, make sure it's tight, and then it should look like a clove hitch. Okay, this is a Prusik. If you had a tight line, you would just take an endless sling, which this is a makeshift endless sling. You would loop around and back into itself, around, back into itself, around again, back into itself, pull up your slack, and then you'll just dress up your ropes to where they go from inside to out, and you just get a nice little lay. And when it comes up tight, it won't slide that way, won't slide that way, but as soon as it comes loose, you can easily move it. Going to do a rolling bend, and you could pretend this is a service heading down to the house that you needed to let off. This could be like your hand line. You just take and start wrapping the service or a rope. The more wraps, the better it will grip. Okay, got your wraps. Come around the standing part of the line. A couple of half hitches. Okay. Then when you pull on it, it comes tight, but when you loosen it, it slides tight. Okay. Rolling bend. Another way that you could do this if you're on the pole is you could just take it and give it a flip and just go like this, flip, catch your rope, slide it together, pass it around. Okay, pass it around this main line. Then just do your half hitches. 1, 2. Okay. And then it'll snug up, and it acts like a light grip. You pull this way, it gets tight, but if you need to, you can slide it. Okay. Okay, we've got a curriculum version snubbing hitch tied to the end of this rope, and we can go ahead and do a trucker's hitch now, which we could just undo this rope. I guess I should have done it first. Okay. We can take and pass the rope around the pole. And for all intents and purposes, we could actually just get rid of the rope so we don't only have to worry about it. Then if I just take my right hand and grab right here, I can get some slack out of it. Then I just pretend that these are two ropes, and I basically tie a ball in. Loop it over, bring it into the hole. Again, go around. Back into the hole. Okay, it gives me my loop right there. And that would be my trucker's hitch. It's my 3-to-1 mechanical advantage. Okay, another way I can do my trucker's hitch, the other end of this rope is tied off to a pole, is I could just take my rope, reach down a little ways, bring it up, and just pretend it's two individual ropes. Lay it over the top, put my tail into my loop, around, back into the hole. Okay, there's my loop. There, go around my object. Stick my rope through, and there I have my trucker's hitch. Clove hitch. So we go around whatever the object may be, then we cross over and back into the hole like this, snug it up, and then to secure it you continue around and you would tie your 3 half hitches. Okay, we're going to tie a bowline. Take your running end, put it over, take the tail, stick it through the hole. Creates a loop. Then just pull your tail up, go around and under, and back into the hole. And your tail should be inside the bite of the rope. Or if you want to do left-handed version, do the same thing. Put your rope on top, take your tail, stick it into the hole. It creates your loop. Then just go around and back into the hole. Snug it up. Your tail's inside the bite. And last version, you could just put a little twist, make a little loop, capture the loop to where it won't untwist, go under and around and back into the hole. And you would have a bowline again. Okay, bowline on the bite. If you've got a rope stretched out and if you need a non-slip loop in the middle of a rope somewhere, you can just gather some slack in it. Then pretend like you're tying a bowline. Go over the top. Take your tail, stick it into the hole. Okay. Pull your loop up a little bit. You can reach inside the loop and grab this other loop here and then just flip it on over Make sure it lays nice. Snug it up. Okay, tighten it up, snug it up. And now you've got a double leg spreader or a fastening point in the middle of a rope. Okay, field version snubbing hitch. We go around the pole, get plenty of rope, throw it over, then we go back around. We want to secure it with our 3 half hitches. And that would be the field version snubbing hitch. Okay, now I have this trucker's hitch, and now I can secure it and back it up with a field version snubbing hitch. I pull this really tight, come on around, take all my rope and go over it. Okay, and then I come back, try not to let my ropes cross, keep it nice and neat. And then from here, I can secure it with my half hitches. 1, 2. Come over on the side and get a nice, better pull on it. And 3 half hitches. Okay, curriculum version snubbing hitch. We go around the pole, around again. Make sure our ropes don't cross. Keep it neat. Do our half hitches. 1, 2, 3, and if your half hitches are done right, they look like that. Okay. Okay, snubbing hitch. We go around the object. Could be a transformer or something. Leave a little bit of slack. We come back onto the main line, the standing line, and when we make our wraps, we're supposed to wrap with the lay of the rope, not against the lay of the rope. So technically, to do it right, you match the lay of the rope and you leave them spaced out a little bit. Okay, and just use up your rope like that. Okay, pull it tight, and it holds pretty good. Just match the lay of the rope. Keep it neat. Do our half hitches. 1, 2, 3, and if your half hitches are done right, they look like that. Okay.